huge announcement. Josh, welcome in. Good to see you. Yes, that actually wasn't the announcement. But,
Josh has an announcement?
No, I don't know if he has an announcement, but I was going to do an announcement for our second anniversary of being on YouTube.
That's right.
So we might as well say hello to Charlene. We've got Charlene in the channel. We were just watching some of her videos earlier today, I think, actually. She always has some great videos on a lot of great cruise tips. She's got a lot of great information. We really enjoy watching her channel.
Yep.
Yeah, so welcome in. And Carolyn. See, now we mentioned Carnival Breeze. Yep, we forgot to mention you're going on Adventure of the Seas. Adventure of the Seas out of Galveston, right, Carolyn? Is that what you're saying? I think that's what she's saying.
Do we have a cruise guide?
Yeah, we did. That's the first one we did.
I forget. I've been working on so many.
We did that one a couple of months ago because that was one of the first ships to go. Now, the sailing it was doing then wasn't out of Galveston. It was out of
Fort
Nassau. I think it was when they were sailing out of the Bahamas.
That's right.
Out of the Caribbean. So, anyway, the other announcement that we want to say, switching to 8 o'clock Eastern next week.
Yes.
As a thank you for 2 years of Cruise Day Fun. We appreciate y'all supporting us and being there for us. We want to let you know that we're offering a discount on our merchandise. We have a few things. We got some t-shirts and we got a special little campfire mug that I guess we didn't bring it with us, but that's really cute. We've got a picture of it here. But we are offering a special limited time discount, 22% off anything you want to get in our Cruise Day Fun store.
Wow.
So just use the code 2FUN.
The
number 2 and FUN.
It's too much fun.
It is too much fun. So just a special little thank you. If you're interested in grabbing one of our t-shirts or the little cute little campfire mug, it's one of those little metal mugs with what do you call it? An enamel mug.
Should I go run and get it?
No, don't go running anywhere. But
okay.
Something we're throwing out there for you guys. So cruisedayfun.com, you can pick that up. 22% discount in honor or in celebration of 2 years of wonderful people like you guys watching.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
We thank you guys so much for watching.
Yes. And Josh, we're sorry. You'll get to cruise again eventually. Don't worry. It'll happen. Just take care of yourself and you'll get out there. We haven't been back on a cruise ship yet either, but it's coming. We're
living vicariously through other people who have been on cruises.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's right. So Carolyn, yep, Adventure of the Seas. That looks like an amazing ship. It reminded us a lot of the last ship we were on before all this stuff stopped, and that was Mariner of the Seas. That was a really cool ship.
Yep.
Big ship. You see the really huge Oasis class Royal Caribbean ships, but the Mariner of the Seas and Adventure of the Seas, Royal Caribbean has some other ships that you might forget.
How big was it? Sorry, I couldn't resist.
1,079 feet, I think. Or cubic. I don't remember. Where's the guide? Oh boy! So we need to move on. We need to move on. But anyway, so our topic for tonight is in celebration of 2 years on YouTube.
Yep.
We're gonna do the best top 2 things about cruising in different categories. 22 different categories. We're going to go through these, and what we're looking for is for you guys to jump in and let us know if you're watching in the future. You can put it in the comments. We'll comment back. We love to comment back when people comment. Exactly. But if you're watching now, you can put it in the chat, and we can talk about it. But we're going to give you our top 2 of various topics. So we probably should just get started so people can see what we mean, because that just sounds really confusing, and we're the ones that came up with it.
Right.
So, So Josh is asking questions, but that's not even one of the questions. He's got extra questions for us. So now we've got 23 questions.
What's Josh's question?
He wants to know that if we came to Australia, where would you go?
Oh, well, we come and visit you.
I don't think he's inviting us.
Oh,
it's a little strange. I think Sydney. You think of the Sydney Harbor, the Harbor Bridge, the Opera House. We've never been there, so we would just love to visit anywhere.
Anywhere.
And I guess
go to Queensland.
Go where?
Queensland.
Okay, I think that's it.
Isn't that in
New Zealand. I
oh,
think Josh
thought
can
it
probably
was-
correct us. But Josh, where should we go?
I'm sorry,
And while
Josh.
you're
I don't
typing
know
that
the
answer,
geography.
we've got our 22 questions here, and let's get started.
Okay.
So our first of 22 best of is the best embarking. If it goes like this is going to be rough.
Embarkation.
It's cruise day fun style. So it won't be perfect. If you've watched this before, you understand. Perfection
Yes.
is not our forte.
That just makes it much more human.
Yes, but maybe people aren't wanting to watch humans these days. The best embarkation day hack. So best embarkation day hack.
I don't know what you mean by that.
So apparently I wrote this one. I wish I remember what I meant by this. A hack is like a tip. So what's a clever thing to do on embarkation day to help you out? So
I know.
You can go first.
So if there is like a program like Cruise to Fun or
Faster
like
to the Fun?
Faster to the Fun,
Mhm.
or if there's a program like what does Royal have?
The Key.
The Key.
Uh-huh.
If there's anything like that, definitely take advantage of it because it's worth the money and it's worth the money. You get a meal sometimes. You get into your room faster.
Yep.
It's just a lot better and it's a lot faster.
Yeah, look into those. We've got a guide on the Key that helps you decide if the Key is worth it for you based on what the Key offers, because it offers a lot, but it does cost a little bit of money, and if you're not going to take advantage of most of the options, it may not be worthwhile. Faster the Fun. It can sell out fast and it doesn't cost quite as much, but it doesn't really give you as much. It mostly just gets you on board faster, but we really like it.
Yeah.
So
we like
enjoyed having both of those actually.
Yeah.
Best embarkation day hack. You'd think since I wrote the question, I would have something off the top of my head. Wouldn't that be cool? Best embarkation day hack. I'm going to go with be sure when you head your luggage to the what do you call it, sky cap, the guy that's taking your luggage or gal that's taking your luggage curbside, that you have what you need out of the suitcase, in particular your passport and your paperwork. Don't be that person who has to go running back or has to wait because their luggage has already gone bye-bye. That's not cool. So that's that. I don't know if that's a hack or that's just a common sense tip. A lot of times they'll remind you and say, well, be sure you have your passport and your paperwork, otherwise you're not getting on board.
With what he said, yep.
Yes.
With what he said is also make sure, as I'm not sure if it's really considered a hack, but I always bring on a carry-on bag, like a backpack or whatever. So in case you don't get your luggage right away, you have a change of clothing, you have your medicine, you have your paperwork that you need, and everything that you would need right away, you have in your backpack, or one of you have in your backpack.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a great tip, and we're only supposed to have two for that. So we can, on one of the future questions, it's hard, we can skip one. So I don't know how that works out. But wait, Josh, I have to admit here that you were right and I was wrong. I know you enjoy that. Well, Josh says he lives in Melbourne, but he says that Queensland is in Australia.
Yes.
So,
thank you, Josh.
So you can disregard anything I say from here on out, because obviously I don't know what I'm talking about. Just kidding. So again, I've never been there before. If we go to Queensland, the suggestion is to go to the Gold Coast. So we'll have to check that out. And we've got other comments that are coming in here like crazy. We've got Carolyn referring to Adventure of the Seas coming up. That she is going to go there on the Adventure of the Seas in November, and she is going to get the Key. Have you had the Key before, Carolyn? We really enjoyed having it on Mariner of the Seas.
You get that first lunch,
first lunch and that breakfast at the end. I mean,
it's so nice.
If you've watched our channel before, people know that we like to talk about food. We really enjoy cruise food, but it really does make it a more pleasant experience than going and trying to find food at the buffet or whatever. And you get to
fight
sit
your
around
way
and
through the
relax.
crowds.
Yes, and it's a small group of people in the main dining room. And then when you have your breakfast the last day, being able to have the breakfast from a menu, a sit-down meal, and just be able to, when you're finished eating, you just walk up and you leave the ship.
And you're not feeling so rushed out or anything like that.
A great way to start and end the cruise. So definitely two great things. So what's the next topic?
So the next topic, this is on par with the previous is best item to pack on a cruise.
Oh, best item to pack on a cruise. So am I? Oh, you got cheat
Well,
answers.
I put the
Okay,
answers
so,
on the
so
back.
best item. No, I won't want to cheat. I'm not going to steal your answers. You're supposed to say one. I'm supposed to say one. But you've got
Oh,
like 4 or 5.
Well, I get options.
You're prepared. Okay. Well, I hope I don't say one of your, especially since I kind of looked now. Best item to pack for a cruise. I'm going to say patience.
Oh, yeah.
Because you put everything else down on that card, and I think patience, it comes in handy. There's going to be times where you got to wait in line where somebody else is not having the cruise of their life. And it's great to go with the attitude of having patience. Don't let your vacation be ruined because they ran out of something at the buffet, or because you had to wait in the line for a tender, or whatever it is. Just
don't be that person.
Yeah, I can be that person the rest of the time. Joey will tell you that. I'll get impatient and frustrated and everything. But when I'm on a cruise, I just like,
You're
I'm
on
not,
cruise.
I'm not going to ruin my vacation. I'm not going to let somebody steal my vacation with their attitude. I'm not going to let my
Exactly.
attitude go south. So patience is good. So Carolyn says she's excuse me, had both the key and faster to the fun. So yeah, and I don't know about you, Carolyn, but it's really hard to compare the two. We thought about doing a comparison video, but they're so
like
different
apples to
in what they
oranges.
offer. But we enjoy having them both. I mean, cruising's great either way, but it's nice to have the extra VIP treatment. Yes. Best. Okay. Did you say your best item yet?
No.
Okay.
I've been waiting
I'm
for
looking
you
at Josh's
to...
answer. I'm not going to put it on screen so you can see it until you say yours. Go ahead.
I have the two. The first one. What?
It's supposed to be okay. Go ahead.
Okay, the
Go
first.
ahead. No.
I'll say one, and then you can say Josh's. So
I'm looking forward to it.
the first one that I recommend is download for free the Cruise Day Fun guide if there's a guide for the ship.
Shameless self-promotion.
plug.
Wow. I didn't even tell you to say that. Yes, in case you don't know what she's talking about, we have these guides that you can get on various videos that we do, and you can download these to your phone or iPad, or you can print them out and take them with you. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a great item to take with you. Why didn't I think of that? We've also got bar guides.
Bar guides too, for those
crawls.
of you who like to drink.
Yeah, it's got a bar crawl. Wait, I don't like to drink.
I like to drink.
Okay. Thanks for taking the bullet for me on that one.
And what did Josh say?
Was that your final answer? You said you had two.
I had two. I said I would say one, and then Josh would say one.
Josh said the best item to pack on a cruise. He said clothes. Josh.
Oh, Josh.
That's an excellent answer, and I feel like my patience I'd be embarrassed if I forgot my clothes, and I had a lot of patience. People
unless it's a
nude.
That
man is scary to see, but he's very patient.
Unless it's a nude cruise.
No, we're not going there. Let's move on. Josh, you're sending us off the rails. Oh boy.
All right. So the second best item to pack is extra Ziploc bags.
Oh yeah, you're big on the Ziploc bags.
I love Ziploc bags.
Yes,
because you can always put stuff in them.
You can zip them up too. That's how they work.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, it's good for
S.E. Johnson Wax sponsorship is not included here, but
well, it's good for like wet swimsuits or just pack.
I suppose. Why are you putting the wet swimsuit in a baggie? Did you dry it?
Anyways.
Oh boy.
Or if you're going to go out on port and you want to have some snacks, it's good to put snacks in a Ziploc bag.
I can't argue with that. Kelly, welcome to the party. It's a crazy house as usual. We're celebrating our 2-year anniversary here tonight, and Joy has quite an interesting list. We've got more best ofs to cover, and it's
starting
Joy,
off crazy,
and it's Cruise Day Fun, so things are going off the rails. Best reason to go on a cruise ship. Best reason to go on, and you got answers, man. That's cheating.
Why is
You're
it
supposed to-
cheating? I was just
Well,
like,
I
I
thought
thought
you-
put
I-
answers.
I didn't plan in my head, so even the ones I wrote, I didn't like go on. Ooh, I know. Well, actually, some that's just obvious.
Okay.
But best reason to go on a cruise ship, to get away from regular
Job,
everyday life.
life.
No, just to get away.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the great thing. People think, I don't know if I want to go on a cruise because I'd be stuck on the ship and I don't want to eat a buffet all day and sit by the pool. It doesn't sound like fun. Guess what, guys? The cruise ship goes places. It's a mode of transportation as well as a resort style hotel that floats, fortunately. So it goes places. There's ports, which
Yeah.
we'll probably talk about ports here in a minute too.
Right.
But, yep.
And if you don't get to see your husband or spouse very much during the weekday, like me, I get to see him maybe half an hour a day.
Yes, we have very different schedules. But,
So
yeah.
that's one reason also to go on a cruise is you can reconnect with your spouse.
There you go. And going back to best thing to bring on a cruise, Kelly says she brings dryer sheets in a Ziploc bag.
Oh yeah.
That's a clever
Keep
hack
your
too.
clothes smelling fresh.
Yep. Okay, so we did that one, right?
Yep.
So the next one, oh, and Josh says, I'm afraid to see what Josh says now after the clothes comment. Man, what did Josh say now? Best have fun and have the best time. Have the best time of your life. That's a great
Exactly.
answer. See?
Oh, Josh.
See, you redeemed yourself. You redeemed yourself. You're not. You didn't scare us on that one. That's great.
No scare.
And Charlene says, unpack once and
And done.
go. No, it says unpack once and go all over, and food included. Yeah, it's that's what it is. It's all inclusive, not just in what's you don't have to pay extra for. It's all right there on the ship, and the ship takes you to other places you can explore too. Yes, we at Cruise Day Fun are fans of cruising.
Yes.
Are we ready for the next question?
Yes. It's your
reading
turn.
some? My turn to read.
Yeah.
Best nighttime activity on a cruise. Joy.
No. Best
Best-
nighttime activity on
Wait
a
a
cruise?
minute. Best nighttime activity on a cruise. Did you write this one?
Yes.
And were you perhaps going to mention okay. I had to explain to Joy. Sorry about that. I explained to Joy that this is it's not made for kids. This channel is made for kids, but it is a family friendly channel. We're sorry about that. Best nighttime activity on a cruise. What do you have? Really again?
No.
Don't say what you said before.
I was saying karaoke.
Oh, karaoke. That's fine.
Yeah,
You
karaoke.
can say that.
Karaoke or dancing. Dancing.
My answer would be not dancing and not singing karaoke.
Okay.
I would go to shows are a great answer. That's what I think somebody just said. Shows. Josh just said shows. That's a great answer.
Good job.
I would say after you have a nice dinner, you go and relax. You send your wife off to go sing something wrong with your eye, karaoke and dance with strange men. Apparently, I go off and find a quiet lounge and find my favorite bartender and have a nice cocktail, and then probably head off early to bed because I like to be up early in the morning and have my coffee on the balcony as the sun comes up. Which, hey, that's not for everyone. What's happening?
What's
Okay,
happening?
this is not a good time for the computer to do an update.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so let's move on. You want to do the next question while I figure out what's going on with the computer here?
Was that the two?
Yes.
We
Best
answered
nighttime
two?
Oh, we got to keep this moving. We're going to
Okay.
run out of time before we get to all these. And I got to fix the computer before it dies on us.
Okay.
Movies by the pool. Yes. Kelly, that's a great answer. I
Yeah.
can't believe we didn't say that.
Movies by the pool.
Yep. And Carolyn says live shows and the comedy. Of course.
There's
the
so
comedy.
many
Why didn't I
good
think of that?
choices. Yeah.
See, that's a problem. This is why we need you guys' help. How did we make it 2 years without more help?
I don't know.
Well, we had a lot of help in the beginning. We didn't have any help.
Okay.
we were
Was that
just
your
hopeless.
question or my question?
Best meal time. Is the best meal time breakfast, lunch, or dinner? And this is specific to cruising? How?
Well, the best meals.
And then You can't see. She wrote on the back her answers. And for the record, she cheated. The choices were breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And she wrote,
breakfast and brunch.
that's cheating. You're not supposed to have one answer. And two,
Well,
brunch
two.
wasn't an up.
Have two.
It's our own game. How are we cheating
It's
in our own
two.
game?
How is
Anyway.
it cheating? It's
Okay.
two. Breakfast, because breakfast has the best all options available. There's like bacon,
Yes.
sausage, and
Yes.
scrambled eggs, and
Uh-huh.
fruit.
Okay.
And then brunch, you get the combination of breakfast and lunch. So
Okay.
fantastic.
Yes. Okay. Well, yes. So let's see.
was your response?
Charlene says C-Day brunch. I think that's a great answer, and sounds like she would agree with you on your love of breakfast brunch. I think that works well together. Ooh, Apollo brunch
Yeah.
on Disney Dream. Apollo
Or
brunch is awesome.
brunch. What was the brunch? They have brunches on other ships.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Or
Oh.
the tea brunch, isn't that?
That's afternoon tea. That's afternoon,
tea.
therefore it's not brunch. But
Okay.
anyway, let's see. Kelly says she loves how we argue. So that's great. That's great. That's what we're shooting for. Welcome to Cruise Day.
Entertainment.
Let's not really explain it, but okay. Best mealtime is breakfast. I think breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but I prefer dinner on a cruise. I think dinner.
Ribeye.
Well, it's not always a ribeye, but I really we do the specialty dining a lot.
Yep.
And whether we do specialty dining or not, I think there's something special about dinner on a cruise. Whether you're in the main dining room or a specialty dining restaurant.
You can get the favorite D's, dinner and dessert.
Dinner, dessert. I was worried where you were going with that. So let's see. We got Travel Mama in the house. Good to see you here. One of our friends that we know from Instagram. I wonder if she voted on us changing our time to 8 o'clock, because we're changing our time to 8 o'clock next week. Live show at 8 o'clock Eastern time starting next week. So, oof. Oh, we got to continue. We got a lot more questions to get through here. And how much time? Oh boy, we're almost halfway through. We're not even. Best cruise. We're doing the best of best cruise destination. You're only allowed one answer. Go.
Alaska.
All of Alaska?
Yeah.
Alaska's
amazing.
I don't know if Kelly would agree with that, but I think that's a great answer. Best cruise destination, and this is like out of ones we've been to, I'm assuming.
No, or if you need help, there's.
Well, apparently my choices are breakfast or brunch. So my favorite destination is gonna be breakfast. No, it's one we haven't done, but I think the fjords.
Oh yeah,
and that's because the Alaska cruise was awesome, but I think for something different that would be cool too. Okay, we got to move on. What else we got here? Yeah, Mr. Steve. Even if I know. And then see, that's the thing is a big part of the reason we're trying to move to 1 hour later, which for us, once we started talking about going even like 2 hours later, like 9 o'clock Eastern time, then we realized we'd start to lose some people, including probably me. So. Yeah, it's a challenge.
Then it would just be me, and it's not as interesting if I don't have him to discuss things with.
I don't know if you're here earlier for a best nighttime activity, then you might know that it could be pretty interesting if she's just talking on her own. Ooh, Panama Canal.
Ooh, yeah.
Carolyn, great answer. Great answer. Okay, we got it. We're not going to get through 20. We should have just done two. Top two questions for our second anniversary. Instead, we went for 22. Best holiday to celebrate. Best holiday to be on a cruise.
Yeah, it's a joy.
Go ahead. Yeah. Well, you want me to tell you what your answers are? Your answer is
Halloween.
You're gonna say you took my answer.
Oh wait. Okay, Christmas.
Oh boy. Oh, and we got MGM Family Travel in the house, back from their triumphant cruise on Carnival Horizon.
Ooh.
Very exciting. They hung out with some pretty cool people, but you got to check out their channel if you want to hear about that. So, but thanks for stopping in, guys. We are having a typical cruise day fun disaster to celebrate our second anniversary. Switching to 8 o'clock Eastern time next week for our show.
Give us a thumbs up if you enjoy this. Video?
Yes, and this is one thing. Please, this is our second anniversary. We have a theme with the 22% off with the Too Fun code for our merchandise, which I'll mention again here at the end. And I think I put it in the description down below too.
Give us 2 thumbs up.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Please do not give us 2 thumbs up. That's 1 thumb up thumbs up is fine. If you want to give us a thumbs down, give 2 of those because
Oh,
the second one cancels out the first one.
Oh, okay.
It's math. Okay, best holiday to be celebrated on a cruise. Apparently, we both like Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah.
Our next cruise is going to be the day after Thanksgiving, so it will be a very maritime cruise on a certain cruise line with a rabbit as the mascot, I think. Something like that.
Roger Rabbit has a cruise line?
Yep.
No.
Oh, 8 o'clock works better for Bill and Lucy, so that's good. It doesn't work any better or any worse for Kelly. We took a poll on Instagram. It was like 2 to 1 that people prefer 8 o'clock, and we're hoping to get some East Coast. We're hoping to get some West Coast guests or help people on the West Coast to be able to see us once in a while.
Exactly.
Yes, best ethnic restaurant on a cruise ship. I'm guessing, right?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't put any possible answers.
I was
Okay.
trying.
I'm sure that was a pleasant noise in the microphone. Sorry about that. Go ahead. What's your answer?
I would say so far a Brazilian one. That was pretty
the
cool.
Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah, that was new and different
Mm-hmm.
because you always get the Italian and the French, pizza and American.
American is a pretty ethnic restaurant to have on a cruise ship, especially if you're sailing out of the U.S. Okay, yeah, best. I don't. That's an interesting question.
They need to have like a Korean one.
They have it on the ship we've been on. Maybe
me being a little
Asian
biased
cruise.
since I'm Korean.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going. If we're defining ethnic that way, I'm going to go with my people, the Irish, and we are going to have to go with Oceans on that.
Oh,
I don't know if I consider that ethnic, and I think that was an interesting question, Joy. Good job. You want to read this one?
yes.
Good, because I can't read that word.
Best
That's a hard word to read.
disembarkation day hack.
Best disembarkation day hack.
What do you mean by that?
What is a tip that you should keep in mind for the last day of the cruise?
Oh,
That's a hack. I'll use the word tip next time.
so what I like to do is I always make list, and so I find my list from packing, and I make sure I go through the list of everything that I packed that is still with me.
That's good. That's smart. And he does do that even for land-based trips. She does that. She's got this packing list that becomes an unpacking list, so we don't forget anything. It's a really good tip. And I'll just say for my debarkation day hack is to have a post-cruise activity planned. So that night when you see the bags in the hall, the corridor, and that you're packing, and the next morning you're getting up and going through the crowd to disembark, you've at least got something to look forward to, whether it's another cruise booked, or it's something that day, like you're going to go to Walt Disney World, or you're going, you're going to spend an extra day in town, have something lined up so it's not like straight off the cruise onto the plane back home to go to work.
Yeah.
That's what I suggest. And going back to the holidays, Josh said New Year's Eve. We haven't done that one. We had one booked and we ended up having to cancel that. Or
that sounds like so much fun. New Year's Eve.
And then Carolyn said
anniversary.
Your birthday and Christmas. I think Christmas is the big one. That's the one we're really looking forward to doing. Sushi. Yes, sushi.
Presents.
So yes, sushi. That was not just
what was sushi?
Ethnic food. Yeah, that's a problem. We're going to these next time when we hit our 3-year anniversary, if we do. We better do 3 questions, and so there's time for people to respond because we're over halfway through the show and we've still got we got way too many. We're not going to get through all these guys. Breaking news. Sushi. We love sushi too. We bonsai sushi on Carnival.
Yeah.
And what is it called?
I
don't know what it was called in the region. That was good.
Dynamite sushi.
Do we have sushi on Royal Caribbean? I don't think we did.
I don't think we did either.
And we didn't.
We were so busy.
Yeah, there's so many things. There's so many things to choose from. But yeah, sushi is always a good one. Best cruise cocktail. Well,
Ooh.
you want to start with that?
Anything with mango. Mango frozen.
She loves it's a mango meltdown on the region. Yep, that's probably your most popular, your most favorite one, I'm guessing, based
Or
on.
my backup is a margarita.
That's a good one too.
Is that a frozen one? Is that the with the salt around it, or is
No,
that a
it's not.
dacquery?
That's not. It doesn't have to be frozen. It's just cruise cocktail.
Oh.
I think you're looking ahead to the next question. That's what I think. Frozen margarita is frozen. And
Okay.
my answer, it'd be I have traditional cocktails but when I go on a cruise, I'd like to get something like a pina colada, or even better, get a strawberry daiquiri combined with that, also known as a Miami Vice. I think there's another name that goes by on some cruises. You skipping questions now?
Yeah, because
Best frozen treat?
Because we're already discussing them.
Let's each just answer one now because we're running out of time. Best frozen treat? I'll take that one.
Okay.
Dole Whip, hands down. Correct answer.
Let's see.
Well, you pick the next one on top. This is your next question. Here, I'll do this one.
Best cruise cocktail.
Here, you do this one, and I'll get ready to censor you because you're probably going to see something naughty again.
Best adult only area.
Okay, are you going to be appropriate?
Okay.
Sorry, folks.
So best adults only area, I would say, is like the spa thermal areas.
Well, or like Carnival has Serenity.
Yeah.
Royal Caribbean has a solarium.
Mm-hmm.
Disney has the Cove Cafe area and like the restaurants like Palo and Remy.
Yep.
And the District at Night.
Yep.
And I would probably say that because Disney has so many. People think you go on a Disney cruise, it's going to be like kids everywhere, you can't escape it. But actually, the Disney ship that we were on, and I think all of them really, but the one we were on, Disney Dream, had so many areas, particularly in the later part of the day, in the evening, where you could just go and, travel without kids even, or escape your kids if you want to while you send them off to do their own thing, and go to the Cove Cafe, go to the Cove Cafe bar, the pool, go to the District at Night, go to the adults only restaurants.
There's lots of things to do too.
Yes. Okay, pick your next question. I'll do this question, and let us know if you have any answers for any of these two. We're flying through them fast because we're running out of time. Best innovation in the last year when it comes to cruises. This one's easy.
Oh, I know.
Okay, if you really want to answer this one, you probably take my answer.
First.
No, you go ahead.
No,
go ahead. We can't have time to say it.
The mustard drill 2.0.
You took my answer. I wrote that whole question. I wrote the whole question just so I could say that. Yes, Royal Caribbean coming up with Mustard 2.0. That I think is the most, and other cruise lines are doing something similar. So I think that's great. Kelly mentions the Ocean Medallion, and that we haven't had a chance to experience that yet, but we understand the interest in that. From when Kelly was on our show, she was on the night where we had guests and things were a little more in control because we weren't talking so much. And she explained kind of how that worked. So go back and watch that. It's our Alaskan cruises, past and present or something like that.
I don't know if I'd want someone to know where I am at all times.
Okay, we've been through this. What's the next question?
Next question is best innovative cruise dessert.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So that's like a dessert that's not traditional.
Oh, yeah.
So what's something that's not a traditional dessert that you've had or that you...
The pavlova.
That's a traditional Italian dessert.
Oh.
That's literally how we described it on our...
How about a baked Alaska?
Here, let's do a different question instead. Best traditional cruise dessert.
Well,
Baked Alaska would probably be the first one that comes to mind for me.
I thought Banana Foster is that's normal one.
I don't know that they do that on cruise ships a lot. They might. I haven't had that on cruise. Is it
because of the flames?
Well, yes. Okay. I don't know. I didn't know
that Baked Alaska was a traditional.
Baked Alaska. That's the one that on the Carnival, at least I know. In the MDR, they did a lot of. I don't know if they do it or not, but one night they come out and it's a big parade, and they bring out the huge Baked Alaska on the trays, and everybody's like, getting excited and happy, and then
I
people eat
thought like
big
the
Alaska.
souffles were a normal.
Souffle is my answer. See, once again, she takes my answer. Do I have to play the? Do I have to like? Gonna wear out our little effect here. So, an innovative dessert. Do you want to do that one? Let's move on. If you have an answer for an innovative cruise dessert, put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Carnival. Carolyn says Carnival has the best adult area. Yeah, it varies from ship to ship how they do Serenity, but on some ships, like on the Sunshine, they have that cool waterfall, and they have a really big Serenity area. On some other ships, like the Sunrise, it's not quite that big. There's some ships. I don't think all the ships have the Serenity bar, but some of them have a bar right in that area. So it varies a lot, but they really do. On some of the ships, they have a really great area with some really cool seating, like those big clamshell things. So yeah, we know what you mean. So, let's see, what's Josh saying? On his 14th birthday, his parents surprised him with a 4-night cruise as best surprise. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Tell your parents that we think they're awesome, and that we both wear a size a 4-day cruise if they're doing any shopping for our 2nd anniversary. Next question.
Best theme cruise.
Okay. Well, why don't you go first? Because
I would say 80s cruise.
okay, that's what you mean. Okay, I was trying to figure out what you meant.
Yeah.
And 80s cruise, we haven't done that yet, but that would be fun.
I think that would be lots of fun.
Yep.
Or
my correct answer is to say a Food Network cruise. I didn't know they had Food Network cruises.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, apparently I'm a big foodie, and I didn't know it. Good.
No.
Oh, wait. Josh has got an answer. See, Josh is coming through for us.
Josh
Favorite
is
dessert:
on the ball.
chocolate chip cookies on a buffet. Now, I don't know if I don't. That's not really a traditional one. For when I think of a cruise traditional dessert, maybe it's not that
They
innovative.
must be
but
amazing.
Everybody loves chocolate chip cookies, but he puts them in a bowl. He gets a bowl and puts the cookies in and takes them to the show. So you're snacking on these delicious chocolate chip cookies while you're watching the show. That's a pretty good
Are they
hack.
fresh? Are they still warm, Josh?
There's a question for you, Josh. Is this the answers we haven't said yet?
No.
Best cruise port, Skagway, Alaska is my favorite. Yours?
Well, I meant to say Port Canaveral is best cruise port to leave from.
Okay. Well, okay.
Best cruise port.
That's cruise port. Well, there's ports of call, and there's embarkation departure ports or whatever.
Departure
so that
ports.
works.
Yep.
We love Port Canaveral.
Yeah.
We've got a video on that too.
Because
I'll have to link some of these.
they have the best, like the ship terminals are specially built for Port Canaveral, and they're nice, big, and roomy, and you don't have to take buses to here or there. You're just there.
Yep. We have a whole video about that, and we'll probably be doing another video about it here in the near future. Let's see. So and Kelly's talking about the chefs or authors doing like a seminar or a special cruise, like a theme cruise. I'm guessing you're talking about on River Cruise. That would be awesome.
Or do a chopped marathon. Don't chop off your fingers though, but just
what are you doing?
A food like chopped network thing.
Oh my gosh. Well,
please keep all your fingers and toes.
Welcome in, Travel with Nick. Some safety tips from Cruise Day Fun. It's our 2nd anniversary. We're celebrating by giving our top safety tips. Be sure that you follow these safety tips at all times. Let's move on. And Josh says, by the way, that the chocolate chip cookies are fresh and the chocolate inside melts. So
Ooh.
I hope you're jealous.
I am jealous.
Josh, you have to remember that for your next cruise. When you're going to the show, grab some cookies and take them with you.
Yeah.
Best view from a lounge. So I'll just answer this one because you probably know what I'm talking about. I'm going to give a shout out to, we love all the cruise lines we've been on, but Norwegian is doing a great job with their lounges areas at the front of the ship, where, especially like on an Alaskan cruise, where you get this great panoramic view as you're sailing along, as you're going forward. Now, a cruise ship guide that we did recently, the Celebrity Edge, also has that Eden area, which has those huge windows on the aft end of the ship. So that's another one that is really impressive.
There's a fly in the room. That's why I'm acting weird.
Try to focus like we're trying to be a professional show here.
Okay. Anyways.
What's the next question?
What is the best restaurant theme?
Best restaurant theme.
Oh yeah. The one that someone told us about, the little petite chef.
La Petite Chef on again on Celebrity. That was Jen and Dale on our last week. That's why I remember.
That sounds so exciting.
Recent. Yeah, go back and watch their Celebrity Millennium episode we had with them, and they gave us a little video clip that we showed on that episode that you can check out. But yeah, you want to explain what it is really quickly because we're running out of time.
It's a 3D animated show or movie that happens on your plate.
Mm-hmm. And on the table, around the plate.
And on the table.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool.
So you got to check that out. And in a similar vein, there's Wonderland, which is also on it's not Celebrity, but the parent company, Royal Caribbean, has that. Saying we haven't checked that out, but that
or
is
Animator's Palette that's on Disney.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool show.
And let's see. Josh, the best restaurant theme is a buffet. Sounds like he just wants to load up that plate or the bowl with some more cookies so we can head off the show. Okay, best daytime ship activity. Daytime. Do I have to censor you again?
No.
Daytime ship activity. So I think daytime activities, I think trivia is pretty cool. And we're talking about if you're on the ship. I mean, obviously, if you get off the ship, the port of call, options are unlimited pretty much.
I like trivia. That's pretty fun.
Trivia can be fun. Yeah.
Or
just exploring the ship too.
Yeah.
Reading your book on the balcony, that's a very popular popular thing to do. Curl up find a nice comfortable chair. Or Kelly said on her balcony. I remember our sister-in-law on our cruise to Alaska, she found this really comfortable chair in the, I forget what the name of the lounge is. Spinnaker Lounge on Norwegian Jewel, and she just loved that chair, and she'd curl up and read on there. And then on like Disney ships, you'll see people sometimes sitting in those big
window
porthole
seats. Port window seats.
Not something I would attempt myself, but for the kids and smaller adults, yeah, you could do that. Belly flop
contest.
Those contests by the pool, and like the morning shows, and it's not all the entertainment is at night. There's a lot of shows and stuff they put on during the daytime can be a lot of fun. A different mood than the night stuff.
Or the musical acts all over the ship. They're sometimes so amazing.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Now this should be yours.
Best bar theme. Oh, best bar theme. I forget. You know what? I think what I would have to say is, and I think you'd probably agree that on Royal Caribbean, a Mariner of the Seas, the Bamboo Room. Tiki bar theme is just awesome.
That is.
No disrespect to the Irish pub theme on Norwegian with Oceans or the local, but that I love that tiki bar theme. Included with the food they have and the drinks and the little tiki.
I like the champagne bar.
Champagne on Disney.
Yeah, it's so pretty, all pink and bubbles and everything.
Yes. I don't think we even had it. Do we have a drink there?
No.
We just
walked
out.
through it.
Yeah.
No, but I was like,
that
was
pink.
so cool. Yeah.
Pretty and pink. Yes, that was the bar. All bubbly. Best complimentary restaurant. We should both answer this one.
You go first.
I know. I think I know what you're going to say. You go ahead. Best included. I know some people say, well, it's not complimentary. Included. You don't have to pay extra for it. It's included in the price of your fare. Best restaurant that's included.
I want to say Guy's Burger Joint.
That's what I thought you would say. And I'm not going to argue with that, although the one I just mentioned, Oceans, I think is a great option on Norwegian. Comment below if you what other complimentary restaurants are that you really like, because we haven't been on all the cruise lines like Princess and Holland America and
the walk the dog or the hot dog one on Royal.
The the
dog-
doghouse. I think it's just called the doghouse.
Yeah, the
Yep,
doghouse.
that's a great option on the Marin Seasons right by the pool. You just go over there and grab
I always
grab a
missed
dog.
the time when it was open though. It was
No,
always
I think
closed.
I think you were off in other areas. I think you were off dancing or something. I don't know. Oh.
Okay.
But yep, okay. Wait, 80 pound. Oh, 80 pound. Okay, Kelly, talk to you later. Thanks for dropping in.
Great
Park
talking to
Cafe.
you.
Park Cafe. Park Cafe. Is that complimentary? Is that the one? I know that's the one. I think that's what we've seen they have on some of the Oasis class ships in the Central Park area. Is that the one where
Is
it's kind of
that they
like
have
grab and go,
pizza?
kind of like the
Yeah.
Promenade Cafe
Yeah,
that they have on the
I
other
think
ships?
so.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Complimentary is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we don't mind paying for something if it's really good, but this is a different one I came up with. Best port business. And I put chain because I didn't want us to be like, well, Bob's chicken liver stand.
Yeah.
Well, or I know like we went to a Thai restaurant in the last few years, but that's just random.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking Diamonds International, Senior Frogs,
Fat Tuesdays because it
that's what I
has the
would say.
slushy drinks.
Fat Tuesdays. That's what I would say. But it doesn't always have to be food or drink.
Well,
You
okay
could
then.
have said Diamonds International. I don't know.
Tiffany's then, but that's not.
Do they have that in the ports?
No.
They have that on some of the ships. Oh boy, she's got expensive taste. Help me. We're down to the last question. We rushed to get to the last question, and
How much time do we
already
have
did
left?
the question. We did the question because it was supposed to go with the other one. Wow.
Well, we can go back to the ones that we didn't
I
answer.
don't think we need to. This was best traditional cruise dessert. You said
Baked Alaska.
and I say souffle, chocolate souffle. Palo, very good. But I think a souffle, if it's done right, it's great on any cruise ship or whatever. Yeah, in the Central Park area. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, the Park Cafe. That looks like a great option. We got to explore more of those ships. We have yet to be on
Best Holiday
the Oasis class. So, okay, so that's fine. We can wrap up there. So that, hey, second anniversary. We really appreciate all of you watching the episodes that we've the studio episodes, as I guess we call them.
Yes.
That we put out for 2 years, and more recently, that's not a good sound.
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, everybody. We like moving things and stacking things and pounding and scratching right next to the microphone. It's what we're good at. It's like I did earlier with I forget what it was.
We're just trying to make sure that
2
you're awake.
years of perfection from Cruise Day Fun. It would have been a much bigger disaster if it wasn't for all of you. We really appreciate what you say to us and like happy anniversary. Thanks, Charlene. We appreciate that. And we appreciate your support. Again, if you want to take advantage of our special, we're only going to have this up for a little while. 22% off in honor of our second anniversary. Get it? 2 and 2?
Yeah.
Well, because I thought 2% off was not a very good deal.
Yeah.
So it went for 22%. And you can get one of our shirts, or we've got this cute little mug that I just love. And it's a enamel mug, so it's a metal mug. Use it on the
Don't
campfire.
use it in the microwave.
Don't use the microwave. But you can get that at cruisedayfun.com. Just use the code 2FUN. That's the number 2 and fun. And you can get 22% off.
Yeah.
And the t-shirt, if you haven't seen it, we've got a couple of them, but our new one is based on our banner that we have at the top of our YouTube channel, and it's I call it the beach tee. So you can check that out too. Also, you get that at 22% off if you use the 2FUN code. We also need to remind you once again that starting next week, we're going to be on at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So from 8 to 9 instead of 7 to 8. So that's a big change for us, but we hope that works for all of you watching. And we hope that some of you watching this later in the future, the recorded version of this, that makes it possible for you to watch us live, because it's a lot of fun chatting with you guys while we're on here. That's really what makes it worthwhile to us. But again, we want to thank you for joining us for 2 years of Cruise Day Fun. And yeah, I think
thank you so much, everybody.
What do we like to say at the end?
I don't know. Thanks for joining Cruise Day Fun.